that these are the same people. I just showed you on Instagram, right? And again, I'm sure she actually is intelligent. But again, most women cannot bring order to themselves. Most women cannot make themselves successful without some kind of help. The best they can mostly do is go to school, and hopefully you have enough discipline to go to a job. I believe this is also somebody who's lost a child to CPS at some point, or at least almost lost a child to CPS. This girl got mad charges, and I'm gonna explain something to y'all. People do shit every day, B. But when people actually get caught to the point where, or you do things to the point where legal action is taken against you, or you actually wind up having to go anywhere near jail, that means you have done enough of the wrong thing. You've been doing a lot of the wrong thing. All right. And yeah, some people maybe do, excuse me, wind up being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or being a little bit unlucky and stuff like that, right? But for the most part, people who are in jail, like even when I watched Love at the Lockup, right? It's only maybe one person I've seen on there that didn't come across as a serial fuck up or someone that could go back to jail. All right, I think it was like one dude. It was a few seasons back. I forget his name, but he was someone that got locked up for scamming. I think because very few of them like got locked up for like a financial crime. You know what I mean? Now people who do financial crimes sometimes you could have done it one time and then get locked up, right? But overall, my point being is that black folks in particular, you have to stop trying to be a monolith and stop trying to think that, oh well, just because this doesn't mean this. And that's how y'all wind up in a state of mind where you don't realize that, yo, you're not able to accept reality. You're not really able to accept who people are, right? And when you do that, that also means that you're not able to care for the people around you correctly, and you're not able to make good long-term decisions. Like when I've had this conversation about the whole Saeed thing, right? What's bothered me is no one's really overcome my argument. For the most part, their argument is based off of accepting men being basically men being the new women, and accepting that you know, he's a weak man. Since when do we feel bad for men? The fuck? Y'all don't care about men getting raked over the coals for child support, getting destroyed at family court. There's a whole industry. Shout out to CJ, he pointed this out. There was a whole industry that's invested in you going through it in court. That is a whole that is a whole segment of the government. All right, and they make money from y'all going to court back and forth. And also the government facilitates this shit. And it's encouraged. And for the most part, but the only thing the government can mostly do to maybe, I think, help with getting this more, how can I say, linked up and everything, yo, they're gonna need to have tighter laws on child support, period. You know what I'm saying? And just more deterrence, because the thing is, if they remove more safeguards, and I'm not saying they gotta get rid of food stamps, nothing like that, but I'm just saying in general, like, we gotta put things in perspective. All right, but not only that, these are prime examples, because again, this girl would not be going through this right now if she didn't have all of this internet to lie on. I don't know if that makes enough sense or not, but basically, she wouldn't have been able to even get $40,000. You know, listen, she would have to do about 100 fish fries to raise $40K. She got a bad Botox injection. You know what I mean? Her face is swollen up. She said, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going viral, which you want to see shortly. You understand?
Even one time she was served 10 years in prison. Because she been using social media to do all the scamming, okay? To my haters, what do you have to say now? I'm listening. She said she will be doing a YouTube live this week to go over what happened. Stay tuned, so make sure you go ahead and check out Celebrity. Daphne Forrest Sutton, she covers a lot of different things on her YouTube channel. Go ahead and check her out, all right? So Daphne was on point and made sure this lady was held accountable for everything. Now, let's go down and walk through memory lane, because I've been on point with keeping y'all up to date with this case. So first thing first, let's go to the video that went viral initially.
He hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a fuck. Yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock And he hit me in my fucking face because I wouldn't give him my number. And all y'all just fucking watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face.
Okay, so from that point, we have dudes that was on the scene trying to plead their case because she was accusing them of not protecting her. See what they had to say.
Girl, she was sitting right there, but
She was literally right there, bro. You see what I'm saying?
And we were coming from the gas station.
We just came from the gas station, right? And she was talking about she got hit with a brick, you know what I mean?
And then we was asking.
So we were just like, what just happened, bro? Who just hit you with a brick? She talking about a guy in a suit. You know what I mean? But we saw the guy out here though. We never knew he was a bad guy though. You know what I mean? We saw the guy out here, like we working and stuff like that. So that was around here and stuff like that. It was moving and stuff like that with the girl before she got hit with the brick, you know. So what happened? We just don't know what happened. I think they had like a argument or something like that. We just don't know.
Before,
you know,
she was trying to fight with another.
yeah, she was trying to fight with another girl right there before she got hit with a brick. You know what I mean? She was trying to fight. You know what I mean? So what happened is, we were just out here, we was chilling and stuff like that. We went in the gas station. Right after we came back outside, she was right there talking about, I thought it was the brick, you know? And we was trying to help her, that's all we was trying to do. You see what I'm saying? We were trying to help her. I called the police and stuff like that. They pulled up, I talked to them. I know they got the video. The police got the video. Yeah, we can pull out the video. I was talking to the police. She was behind me, you know what I mean?
Now, there was a lot of misinformation. People were claiming that they did it for this, that, and the third reason. It was a lot of misinformation, but finally, investigation was done, and they got down to the bottom of it and found out that she was the aggressor. Peep this real quick.
The woman at the center of a viral video who claimed a man threw a brick at her head because she would not give him her phone number is now wanted by Houston police. This story got national attention after that woman live streamed what she claimed was the aftermath on Instagram and started a GoFundMe. Only KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is talking with the prosecutor on this case tonight. He joins us live near the Galleria with the latest. Bryce?
Daniela, Houston police got called to this street in September, and when they arrived, the woman seen in that viral video told them that an Uber driver threw a brick at her head and then tried to kidnap her. But tonight, she has become the focus of this criminal investigation because Houston police say the surveillance footage captured by cameras on this street doesn't match her story.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick and all these black men just watch.
This video with more than 1 million likes on the Shade Room's Instagram page captured the moments after what appeared to be a brutal attack in West Houston.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
The woman is 33-year-old Roda Osman.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Seen here in tears in a hospital gown.
She told the detective that responded that she was hit in the head with a brick after she refused to give her phone number to a guy on the street.
And was that verified by any of the evidence that detectives looked at?
No, that was not verified.
Harris County prosecutor Keith Houston says surveillance videos from that early September morning show Osman hitting a man first.
So she's the one she was the aggressor.
She was the aggressor, yes.
And it was a water bottle that hit her, not a brick?
He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left the mark.
According to court documents, she asked someone else to launch this GoFundMe for her recovery, raising more than $42,000. But as the story went viral, a blogger on TikTok called police, alerting them to this 2020 GoFundMe, which claimed a vicious assault by a security guard in Minneapolis.
Detective Thornton verified with Minneapolis police that there was no assault done at that time. It was completely fictional.
Prosecutors allege theft by deception and believe she would have received all that money had the campaign not been shut down.
The violence that I have suffered since September 30th is just unbelievable. I can't even believe I'm here. They try to leave me for dead.
In an Instagram story posted Wednesday, Osman addressed those who have doubted her.
I actually have things going on in my life. I actually have real ways to make money. I don't have to get a GoFundMe for money. I actually can earn income because I'm actually educated and I actually am talented.
I'm back just in time for the goddamn bonnet. And that's why, listen, let me tell you something. Perception is reality. Reality is perception. You never learned your lesson. Never learned my lesson. Hold on, let me tell you something.
Goodness, you've had your surgery.
We're good to go.
get up and get out of them relationships. Like
Why are you here, bro?
There was a direct correlation between bonnets and bad behavior. There is a direct correlation between bonnets and demonic behavior. What's so cold about this whole thing? Now, I had to go and get these burgers going. I want to make sure y'all can see my face. Oh, y'all. I had to go and get these burgers going, right? Because let me tell you something. What do I always say on this channel?
I was washing tables.
Relax, Johnny. What do I always say on this channel? You are never bigger than the burgers. So let me put my timer on and all that, because I had to make sure I had to get right for me. You understand? These days I'm doing it for me.
I want your body. If you love me, let me get your body.
Bro, baby, when you get out, I want your body. I ain't gonna hold you. But anyway, bonnets and demonic behavior. But one of the main takeaways from this shit is that, first of all, it's devilish for a myriad of reasons, because there's so many different crimes. Actually, let's rewind to her. What these niggas outside, man. Let's rewind. Let's rewind. This it right here.
This video with more than 1 million likes on the Shade Room's Instagram page captured the moments after what appeared to be a brutal attack in West Houston.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
The woman is 33-year-old Roda Osman.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Seen here in tears in a hospital gown.
She told the detective.
Fam, the coldest part about this whole thing is the fact that this girl, hold on.
You watch. Y'all see that shit? This man hit. Yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock, and he hit me in my face, and I would have given him my number.
Mind you, they are outside having a good time. These niggas is smoking, they drinking, they feeling good and whatnot. You know how many buzz, when someone kills your buzz like that, that's like wasting money. You understand? It's like wasting money. They over here chilling, having a good time, and here she come. Here she come. You imagine how confusing it was that no one got hit. This lady walked up, put her phone in the air. Not only that, listen, they see all these curves walking up. It probably was overwhelming. She got a big old lump in her face. She about 5'11", got mad junk in the trunk, and she just come accusing you of watching her get hit in the face with a brick. First of all, that don't even sound like a reasonable response. But the fact that she got so much support and so much money, it really speaks to, real talk, how black women see black men. Cause they bought into that shit, hook, line, sinker, no questions asked. You know what? If she said it happened, it definitely happened. I gotta realize that we just coming off of the end of the Me Too movement, the end of the hashtag believe all women, which is the craziest fucking thing ever. But that lets us know what era we was in. You cannot just believe someone off the strength about a serious crime. When people make accusations, they have to have receipts. They have to have proof. We can't just go around just believing people and just believing people's stories. It's dangerous. Like, again, look at how many of these women are able to come online and ruin lives. So, first of all, she made this shit up, and somehow this dude was somehow he got death threats for some made up shit. And what's even colder is, if you're a young man, I know this is tough, and for the women that's watching, y'all gonna have to change this. Listen, the same way men experience some of our fathers not being as present. My pop, you know what I'm saying, has been in my life full time since I was 12 years old. You know what I mean? It might have been on and off before, but as far as at 38 years old, I can say my dad has been there for me since I was 11 years old. 11, 12. You know what I'm saying? On a consistent basis, and he made a point to make that change in my life. And I always really appreciate him for that. You know what I'm saying? When you don't, how can I say? When you don't have that kind of influence, when you don't have that kind of support, that kind of willingness to sacrifice, bro. The people it creates, bro, it's fucking crazy. But anywho, black men saw as a whole, how it felt to not have a father in the house. That's why men who are between, and even younger than 30, most fathers who are young men now, who are younger than 50 now, make it a point to go above and beyond to the point where the CDC says black men are the most involved fathers. And it always bothered me that my best friend will always have a hard time. Like I would say that, and he would just disagree. He pretty much was saying so many words, I disagree with that stat, or that basically that can't be right. Anytime I would say anything positive about black men, I remember when Kevin Samuels used to point out most black men are middle class, and him explaining where that that statement comes from. Like real talk, if you think about it, most black men never really experience hearing positive things about themselves online. But when you understand unfortunately how black women will act out the white supremacist mindset in terms of seeing themselves as a separate group from black men, seeing themselves as superior to black men, feeling as though perpetuating stereotypes of black men being lazy, being lazy, being animals, being monsters, being beasts of burden. All right, and pretty much for the most part, being no different than cattle. You know what I mean? Meaning that they shouldn't have rights. There shouldn't be any compassion. Like these things are they're things, they're objects. And whether y'all want to see it that way or not, you can see it for just the disregard for our image. You know what I mean? And the coldest thing, I keep saying the coldest thing, but one of the coldest things is that she was able to do all this with a straight face. And earlier in the video, you heard her talk about how when the truth comes out, that's cold. It's one thing to stay quiet and stay low key and don't mention nothing. She said, y'all gonna see when the truth comes out. Yo, this broad is cold. But what that means for young men out here dating is that, yo, you really cannot believe women at all. You have to really vet. If you want to be in a relationship, you have to, for one, understand what you can and can't deal with, but you most definitely stay away from a woman as far as like a relationship, because this right here is a wild horse. So we went through the social media profile. We went through her accolades as someone who has almost a perfect GPA when it was in school, possibly a PhD and a master's in multiple disciplines and stuff like that. So again, I believe that she's accomplished the education, but we're seeing that just because you go to school does not mean that you'll be able to make that translate into success. The only way to be successful is with discipline and male leadership. Without male leadership, there will always be motherfucking failure. All right, perfect. So let's get into the next part of the video, man. You feel me? Oh, get that Wi-Fi together, baby. Here we go again. I'm back. I swear to God, I'm back.